Good day, sir. I am James Carl Balatero from Mgmt Betelgeuse. I'm here to explain my answer in CO2 assessment in Mgmt. So, in task number 1, in situation number 1, my answer is ISM code. And task number 2, SMS or maintenance of the ship and equipment. Then number 2, STCW 1978, task number 1. Regulation 3, number 1. Number 3 is SOLAS, Regulation 33, Distress, Situation, Obligation, and Procedures. Number 4 is TCW 1978, Regulation B2, Mandatory Minimum Requirements for the Training Qualifications of Master, Officers, Ratings, and Other Personnel. Number 5 is ISM Code, Company Verification Review and Evaluation. Number 6 is SOLAS, Maintenance Required in Lifeboats. Task number 3, Section A 2.1, Mandatory Training for Certification of Officers in Charge of Navigation Watch on Ships of 500 gross or more. The holder of the Certificate of Competency has completed approved education and training that meets the standards of competence specified in Section A 2/1 of the STCW Code. Section A 2, number 2. The standard of education and training for master and shipmates serving on ships between 500 and 3,000 gross tonnage may be varied. The holder of the Certificate of Competency service on ships less than 3,000 tonnage is restricted to the capacities and limitations listed in their certificates, required training and experience in watchkeeping. Then, section number 3, Section A, Chapter 3, Part 3.1. Number 1, Mandatory Minimum Requirements for Certification of Officers in Charge of an Engineering Watch in a Manned Engine Room. The holder of the Certificate of Competency has completed approved education and training that meets the standard of competency specified in Section A 3.1 of the TCW Code. Education training required mechanical and electrical workshop skill to the duties of engineer officer. So number 4, Section A 3, number 2. Mandatory minimum requirements for certification of chief engineer and second engineer officer on ships powered by main propulsion machinery of 3,000 kilowatts propulsion power or more. The holder of certificate of competency has completed approved education and training that meets the standard of competence specified in Section A 3, number 2 of the TCW Code. Number 5, Section A 5.1 to 1, Oil and Chemical Tankers Familiarization. The holder of this endorsement has completed approved basic training in oil and chemical tanker operation that meets the standard of competence specified in Section A B1, Paragraph 1 of the TCW Code. That's all, sir. Thank you.